Sally, I need to talk to you about something.
What's the matter?
Mom's been asking me about it, and I've been debating whether or not to tell you, but...
What is it about? Don't be so presumptuous and tell me already.
She's been begging me for months. Mom insists on moving in with us.
Moving in?
Mom's been living alone since Dad died. That's why she's worried about her future.
I don't know how your mother feels, but I don't like the idea of moving in with her. I think it's better to live alone while she is still healthy.
You think so?
But you're worried about her, right?
I guess so.
How about asking her to move into an apartment nearby?
Apartment nearby?
Yeah, that way you can see her from time to time when you're free. By doing that, we wouldn't have to worry about each other, would we?
But Mom wants to move in with us. I don't know if I can convince her to move to an apartment nearby.
It's your job to convince her. Anyway, let me be honest with you.
What is it?
The first time we met each other, your mother stepped on my foot.
Seriously? I think she just stepped on your foot by mistake.
No, I think she did it on purpose. She was whispering to me that I took her precious son away from her.
I think you didn't hear her correctly at that time.
I don't think so. I'm very sure that your mother didn't think well of me.
That's not true. Well, maybe Mom was jealous of you when we met, but she's not like that now.
Really? Considering what she did to me when we first met, I don't think she has changed. I still don't like the idea of her living with us.
I think you're just being paranoid. Even if that were the case, I'll take care of it. I'm your husband. Husbands are supposed to protect their wives, even if the opponent is my own mother.
Are you sure? I'll think about it if you say that much.
Thanks. I'm sorry if I'm giving you a hard time with Mom because I'm an only child. Sally, I got a message from Mom again.
What did she say?
She said you kicked her out of the house every day for cleaning. What the hell are you doing to my mom?
Huh? I don't remember that at all. Well, I'd rather have her go outside than just lie down in the living room watching TV. But I didn't kick her out of the house.
Mom was so depressed. She said it's hard to live together since you're bullying her every day.
What? That's my line.
Now that we're living together, you'd better take good care of Mom.
How can you say that? I never agreed to live together with your mother. I said I'd think about it, and then, the next Sunday, you forced her to move in with us.
What do you mean, forced? You need to consider my feelings since Mom's been telling me that she's lonely every day. If you were in my shoes, would you still let her live alone?
I wouldn't do that.
See? Then be nicer to Mom.
But...
What now?
Your mother is very mean, and she's a liar too.
Huh?
She hides my favorite shoes when she knows I'm going out. When I'm at home, she adds more garbage. She put a lot of dirty dishes, and because of that, the sink is full. I put up with her a lot. You just don't know about that.
That's because you're not nice to Mom, so she decided to take a revenge on you by doing some mean things.
Is it my fault? Your mother is a jerk, but you want me to put up with it?
No one said anything about that. Why can't you understand? I'm just asking you to be nicer to Mom.
You don't trust anything I say at all. Your mother is always right, and I'm always wrong. That's what you're trying to say, isn't it?
Of course not. You just misunderstood everything I said.
I thought husbands were supposed to protect their wives well, but looks like I was wrong. Gavin, can I have a word? Your mother went out and didn't come back. Do you have any idea where she went? She usually watches the news before dinner.
Mom called me while crying just now.
What? What did she say?
She said you told her to go to a department store in town to buy some fruit.
Huh? For what?
I don't know. You told her, didn't you? But it's too heavy for her to carry home by herself, so she asked me to do something about it.
I don't remember asking her to do the shopping. She's lying. She told me that she's going shopping, then she left.
Then why is she in town? You're the one who ordered her to do so, weren't you?
I didn't say that. I wonder why she ended up in that situation.
Stop making lame excuses. I've had enough.
I really didn't ask her to do the shopping. I think your mother is telling lies as usual.
Stop blaming my mother.
Are you telling me that you don't believe me? You said you'd protect me even if the opponent is your mother.
How can I believe anything said by someone who is always bullying my mother? Your behavior is terrible, and there's no way I can protect you.
I didn't bully her. I did what your mother told me to do. If you call that bullying, what am I supposed to do then?
I don't know. Then why is Mom crying and calling me?
That's what I want to ask. What on earth is going on?
I had no idea you were such a blatant liar. I'm disillusioned.
Why don't you believe me? You're my husband. Can't you trust your wife?
Don't make Mom cry.
What?
I won't forgive you if you make Mom cry again.
What a mama's boy.
What did you say?
You don't believe or listen to anything I told you, but only accept what your mother told you.
Don't talk so big. You're just a housewife.
I beg your pardon? I'm not your housekeeper or servant. I deserve to be treated fairly.
You're overreacting every time. Mom would never bully my wife.
There you go again, mama's boy.
What the hell? I won't forgive you if you say anything more.
I don't care what you say. I'm telling the truth.
Anyway, take care of Mom more seriously, will you? Hey, looks like you did it again. I just heard from Mom.
About what?
She asked you to make her some tea. You put boiling water in her teacup and she didn't realize that. When she held the teacup, it was so hot it almost overflowed.
What? That's impossible.
She was about to let go of it because it was too hot, but you slapped her hand. She said she spilled some and her hand got a little burned. That's the worst thing you could do to my mom. I really can't believe you dared to do that. Do you really enjoy bullying an elderly woman so much?
Why do you only believe what your mother told you?
Huh?
Use your common sense. Do you think I would do such a thing? It's not right to give someone a teacup full of boiling water, is it?
That's why I'm scolding you since you're not behaving properly. Don't complain if I divorce you.
What? It's all your mother's lies.
Why are you still talking like that? How long are you going to continue calling my mother a liar?
Then let me ask you, how can you be so sure she's not lying? How could you possibly know who is lying and who isn't?
Well, my mom raised me since I was a little kid. Of course I believe her. You should apologize to her.
Why should I?
You're one-sidedly hurting her, aren't you?
What are you talking about? I'm not going to apologize for something I didn't do.
How dare you say that? I have proof.
Proof?
Mom sent me a picture of her burns. I saw how red and swollen it was.
Maybe she picked that up somewhere from the internet. How could she get burned if I didn't serve her boiling water?
When did you start to become such a jerk?
I haven't changed at all. It's just that ever since I started living with your mother, I just can't get you to believe what I'm saying. You don't believe a word I say, do you?
I told you, my mom doesn't tell lies. You're the one who's lying.
Are you serious about that?
I'm serious. Your bullying of my mother was so severe, I was thinking of divorcing you.
Divorce? Are you sure about that? You really don't believe me?
How can I believe you when you let my own mother get her hand burnt? I'll leave the divorce papers on the kitchen table. Fill it out and get out of that house. I no longer accept you as my wife.
So you're serious about the divorce? You think that everything is my fault?
That's right. You do all kinds of unbelievable things. You deserve to be divorced.
I understand. For me, the days after your mother moved in together were living hell. Your mother lied to me every day. You heard her lies and then you blame me. With all this unreasonableness, there's no point in living together anymore.
What's with that tone of voice? You deserve to be blamed.
I see. So that's what you think. I don't remember doing a single thing your mother said to you.
I don't need excuses. Anyway, before you hurt my mother again, get out of the house as soon as possible. Sally?
What is it?
You haven't filed for divorce yet, right?
I'm filing it right now.
What? Wait a minute.
Why? It's what you and your mother wanted, right? I just thought I'd file them as soon as possible.
If it's still pending, it's not too late, right?
What do you mean?
Go cancel it now.
I don't want to. Why should I cancel our divorce? Because you're the one who initiated it.
I'm the one who's calling for the divorce to be annulled. You should be happy about that.
I'm not happy at all.
What do you mean by that?
You're the only one who didn't believe in me. I never thought you would treat me so badly. To be honest, I'm relieved. But why are you asking me to cancel the submission?
Because Mom told me the truth.
Oh, really?
Everything she's been telling me is a lie. You didn't do anything wrong. She told me that it was her who was bullying you.
I wonder why she suddenly changed her attitude.
She didn't think we'd get divorced because of what she did. She thought she could get my attention by telling lies about you. So she was pretending that she was the one being snubbed. That's very typical of Mom.
No, it's just selfishness. You never thought about how it would make me feel, did you?
What kind of harassment did you get?
You want to hear about that?
Yes. Let me apologize for what I did to you.
I wasn't allowed to have breakfast.
Huh?
She said not to waste time to eat because there's a lot of housework to do in the morning.
Seriously?
Then, I was told to walk to the store for supper every day for exercise. She doesn't care if I have to carry a heavy load of rice, liquid soap, etc.
Did she tell you to do that?
Besides, just because we don't have any children yet, there were days when she would smack me hard on the head. Isn't that what you call violence?
You're kidding, right? Mom would never do such a thing.
I know, right? You think it's a lie, don't you? But it's true. She's been bullying me while you're out for work.
Oh no.
I made dinner, but your mother threw them in the trash because she said that it tasted bad. She dropped all the laundry I hung out to dry and made me redo it. She also threw my blanket in the rain. But you still didn't believe a word I said to you. I pleaded with you over and over again, but you only believed your mother.
I'm sorry. I didn't know about that.
It's not that you didn't know. It's that you didn't want to know. I was treated less than a housekeeper by your mother. Since I agreed to live with her, I knew I had to take good care of her, and yet...
I didn't realize that.
But you didn't care about me, did you? The only thing that mattered to you was your mother. When you asked me for a divorce, I was so relieved.
Please, don't be so cold.
Of course I was relieved. I'm so relieved to get away from my daily life of slavery. That's why I won't cancel the submission of our divorce petition.
Wait. Mom insists she won't let us divorce. Will you reconsider?
Are you kidding? Your mother doesn't want you to get a divorce because she'll have no one left to treat like a housekeeper. It's not like she needs me.
I'll make sure Mom won't do any harm to you again, so please come back.
I don't believe you anymore, just like you never believed me. I don't care what you say.
Don't say that. If you don't come back, she's going to make me do all the housework. I can't do that.
That's not true.
Huh?
I could do it, so I'm sure that you could do it too. I'm just doing what your mother told me to do.
Because Mom wants me to prepare breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you know? If I have to work, I have to get it done in the morning.
Well, if you don't do it, your mother will be in a bad mood, so you have to put it into practice.
Why do you talk as if it's somebody else's business?
Because I'm going to be a stranger to you guys from now.
I won't be able to do my job if I have to deal with Mom's selfishness. If you come back, I can continue to work as before. Then our life will be stable. Hey, please reconsider.
I don't know anything about your family's financial situation.
If I can't work, I won't be able to support my mother.
Why don't you just tell that to your mother honestly? I don't care what you tell me.
Don't be so cold. It's faster to talk to you than it is to talk to Mom.
Huh? I'm not your slave. I have feelings too. I even have a limit for my patience. When you asked me for a divorce, I knew this was my limit, so I can't go back there.
You're abandoning me? What a cruel woman.
Huh? You didn't believe me. That's why this happened, right? Don't be rude. I'm divorcing you anyway.
What about me and Mom?
What? Why don't you two just live happily as mother and son?
We don't get along well. When you left, she'd yell at me all the time.
I've been putting up with it all my life, but you wouldn't even listen to me. You should have gone through the humiliation I went through.
Don't say that. Help me, please. If you want, we can leave this house and live together.
Huh? Why did you put me through this? Think about the reason why you did it in the first place.
I've already forgotten that.
No woman will marry a mama's boy like you. So at best, you two will have to keep your wits and live together.
Sally, are you serious? Are you sure there's nothing you can do to cancel our divorce?
Not at all. Well then, please excuse me. After that, we were officially divorced. Gavin was insisting on filing for another marriage certificate until the very end. I'm glad my lawyer was able to persuade him. We filed for the division of property in a claim for damages against my mother-in-law, whom I could not forgive by any means. I recorded the daily harassment from my mother-in-law. I had audio recordings of her daily harassment from a fixed location out of sight and sound on my cell phone, which would be admissible. I had to do that to make me feel better. Gavin had to juggle between work with housework, including daily meal preparation, cleaning, and laundry every day. He soon gave up and ran out of the house, never to return. I wonder where he is now. Gavin and his mother are no longer my concern, so they can live as they please. As for me, I have found a new job and I'm enjoying my single life. If a nice man who understands me properly comes along, I would like to think about marriage again. Long time no see. How are you? It's me. Who's this? Can't you tell from the icon? Just tell me who you are, okay? I'm your sister. Vanessa? Yes. How can you forget your only sister? I know that I haven't got in touch with you in 2 years. Are you really Vanessa? Yes, I am. You're such a skeptic, Evangeline. Why didn't you contact me before? Our mother passed away. I can't tell you how much I wanted you to come during her illness. I tried to contact you by letter, email, phone, everything. But there was no response. I felt like I was breaking down all on my own. How dare you ignore me? I don't have to contact you if I have nothing to discuss with you, right? Huh? What do you mean? Well, think about it. I'm not going to cure our mother just by visiting her. That's true, but we're sisters. I wanted you to be there when Mom was spending her last days. I don't care about that kind of thing. What? I'm not much for sob stories. I didn't have anything to say to you, so I just ignored you. I'm sorry. I can't believe you just said that. Vanessa, have you ever thought about how Mom feels? I don't know what you're talking about. Mom was in a lot of pain, but she kept talking about whether you eat properly every day and live a good life. She was worried about you until the very end. You shouldn't have ignored her. Oh, I see. So she was worried about me. Yes, of course. Most parents in this entire world worry about their own children. I don't want to hear anything about that. Excuse me? I never asked Mom to worry about me. She was the one who decided that by herself. I wasn't worried about her at all, anyway. That's why I didn't contact you. You have no right to blame me for that. Are you out of your mind? You're my biological sister. Aren't you sad that our mom is gone? Don't you want to see her one last time? You didn't even attend her funeral and memorial service. It's a disgraceful thing to have no filial piety. Whoever wants to go should just go. As for me, I had no intention to do that. That's why I didn't go. Seriously? What a heartless person you are. What's wrong with that? I don't know, maybe you and I just have different standards of decency. Well, even if I got in touch with you, I don't think I would have gone for sure. That's terrible. I didn't know you have such a cold personality. You're my sister and you just found out about that now? I've always been like this. I don't waste my time. That's enough. I'll pretend I never had a sister. That's fine. I'm sure I can't stand living together with an annoying girl like you. Anyway, why did you suddenly text me? I don't have anything to say to you anymore. Don't say that. Besides, I'm sure you can guess what I'm talking about. You got a big inheritance after our mother died, didn't you? Huh? Grandpa's land, our father's life insurance, and of course our mother's life insurance, right? Considering all that, I think it's a pretty big inheritance. To be honest, can you just tell me how much? Why do I have to tell you that? I don't have any obligation to do that. Why not? I'm the eldest daughter. Of course, I have the right to know. Hey, you didn't text me just for that, did you? I'm curious about this matter, so I texted you. You've got to be kidding me. There's no way I'd tell someone who wouldn't even show up at her own mother's funeral. Don't be silly. You're the one who's joking. I have the right to know, and I have the right to get my inheritance. We're still family after all. You're in the way, but you can take half of the inheritance. Even though our parents left us a lot of inheritance, you won't get a dime. Why do you decide such things on your own? You don't have that kind of authority. You know what? You've always been the kind of girl who doesn't listen to others, and that's really annoying. Oh, really? You never listened to me. You always reported everything to our mother. That's why our parents were always so angry with me. I was the one who got scolded by our parents all the time. It's your fault. That's because you said a lot of nasty things. You asked me to steal a toy. Also, you told me to take $10 from Mom's wallet. You were the one who had no common sense. So it's obvious that our parents were mad at you. That's because I ran out of allowance, and Mom didn't give me more. Why don't you blame yourself for spending it all without planning? I know you've never been good at planning. Shut up! I don't need you to tell me what to do. Kids have their own social life. You just refuse to listen to me. I don't know what you mean. I don't think I should listen to your crazy orders. You just don't have any common sense. How dare you say that? Everyone has their own value of life. I don't understand. You just don't want to accept my common sense. Don't judge everything only by your own values. What a childish girl. You haven't improved at all in 2 years. I don't want to improve in an insane way. You are the one who's childish. I'm not going to talk to you anymore. Don't ever contact me again. That's not going to happen, because you're just trying to steal all my inheritance, aren't you? It's so obvious. I have no intention of telling you about the inheritance. Of course, I have no intention of giving it to you too. Our conversation ends here. Wow, you're so bossy. I'll keep in touch with you until I get my inheritance. I told you not to contact me, didn't I? No, I'll keep in touch with you. Can I talk to you about something? What do you want? I told you I have nothing to say to you. Actually, there's this guy I'm seeing. So what? He's a gambler and spends a lot of money. Yeah, whatever. I thought it's okay to just let him have fun, but he's been spending all my money too. Don't you feel sorry for me? Not at all. You should listen to what people are trying to tell you. You're an adult, Vanessa. You're going out with him because you think it's good for you, right? Well, I like him. Then why don't you solve the problem by yourself? Listen to me carefully, Evangeline. I can't handle this on my own. If I don't have money, I can't live. That's why I need the money. What are you talking about? I don't think it's right for you to have the whole inheritance to yourself. We need to divide it between us. Here we go again. You and your crazy thought. What? It's obvious for sisters to share their parents' inheritance. Generally speaking, yes, but not in our family. Why not? It's not right, is it? You're the one who's crazy, aren't you? You didn't visit our mother when she was sick. Of course, you didn't cheer her up or take care of her. You didn't even come to the funeral and memorial service. Do you think such a person has the right to receive the inheritance? I'm thinking of giving some of that to our relatives who supported me and Mom. Are you serious about that? You chose to share with their relatives rather than me? For heaven's sake, Evangeline, I'm your sister. I'd rather have our aunts and uncles have it. They were the ones who gave their support to Mom. They did more for our mother than you ever did. For your information, they even encouraged me too. They're just pretending to be nice to you because they're aiming for the inheritance. Shame on them. They are different from you, Vanessa. Shame on you. The relatives were helping me when I was taking care of Mom. They said that I should get some rest while they looked after her. They often spent half day with Mom and took care of her. They told me that I need to keep my chin up. They bought me delicious food to keep me going. Even after Mom passed away, they helped me prepare for the funeral and memorial service. I can't thank them enough. Is that the reason why you want to give them some of the inheritance? You're too nice. Think about the fact that they were just helping you for that. You can say that because you didn't do anything. You have no idea how hard it is to take care of someone. Mom was suffering from an acute illness in front of me. I can't do anything to cure her, and I was so sad. I was always afraid of getting a mental breakdown, but our aunts and uncles helped me. You have no right to tell me what to do, Vanessa. That's your emotional reason, isn't it? Legally, it's not. What a terrible person you are. I don't care what you or our relatives think. I'm going to take my inheritance. Oh, and by the way, I can't pay my rent because my boyfriend spent all my money. I have nowhere to live, so I'm going back to our family's house. What? Are you kidding me? I don't want to live with you. I'd rather get rid of you. What the thing to say? Poor me. How dare you? You're just shameless. That house is my house too. I'll go back anyway, no matter what you say. Even if you come back, I'll never let you in. This house is filled with memories of our parents. I'm not letting you in, Vanessa. Don't worry, I'll go in by force. I won't let you do that. This house and inheritance are all mine. I'll decide how to spend it all. Wait a minute. I won't forgive you if you do that without permission. Anyway, I'm coming over there. Hey, where do you think I am now? I don't know, and I'm not interested. Actually, I just got to the station closest to our family's house. I'm on my way there now. I won't allow you to get any closer to my house. Oh well, if you're willing to split the inheritance 50-50, I'll take what I can get and leave. Since you won't listen to me anyway, I wonder if I'll have to live there after all. I'm sure you'll do the housework for me. I'll get a lot of advantages if I live with you. Let me tell you something first. You won't get any inheritance. Why not? You're too selfish to keep the inheritance to yourself. I'll sue you if you do that. The legal portion of inheritance is equal between sisters. That's fine. If you want to sue me, be my guest. Are you serious? Have you lost your mind because of the inheritance? Just give me all of the inheritance. That's what our mother would have wanted. I'm perfectly sane. You know what? Our mother had it all figured out. What do you mean? Mom told me that you should go to hell, Vanessa. She left a will before she died. Huh? A will? Yeah, I didn't even know about it. After the funeral, the lawyer showed it to me. So what? What did it say? She wrote that I was to inherit everything. What? Why? That's not right. Our parents' inheritance should be shared equally between us sisters. Mom anticipated what you would do after she died. I'm very proud of her. I don't understand. After Mom passed away, she knew that you'll come to me for the inheritance. That's why she left me a will. Why would she do that? I'm her daughter too. Isn't it obvious? Why don't you look back on your actions? You left our parents' house when you started college. You withdrew from school without permission while still receiving your tuition money. After that, you went missing. And then, just as you remembered, you'd come asking for money. You did it all over again, didn't you? How much do you think our mother spent on you? That's almost the equal amount of our family's inheritance. That's not true. I just came to get some allowance. Don't be silly. I know what you're doing. No matter how much money Mom gave you, your debt just kept piling up and Mom had received a final notice for that. Mom worked so hard to pay for that, but you just came to ask for more allowance. I was wondering about when you're gonna stop torturing our mother.
I didn't mean to torture her.
She fell sick because of overwork.
No, it wasn't my fault. Mom decided to pay the debt on her own. I didn't ask her to do it.
How can you say that? Then what do you think would have happened if Mom didn't pay for your debt?
Well,
I'm sure some scary guys would have come and kidnapped you.
That's not true. I could have paid off my debt if I worked hard.
Then when are you going to get serious and work hard? You didn't do anything to help. You have a lot of things you need to take care of, but you refuse to do so. Even this time, you're counting on our mother's inheritance. I know that you have no intention to get a decent job.
This time, I didn't create the debt. It's just because my boyfriend gambled.
I don't care. Who chose to be together with him? It was you, right? Stop blaming others.
I'm just telling the truth.
Anyway, according to our mother's will, you won't get any inheritance. You can sue me if you want to. We have testimonies from all the relatives. I don't think you can stand any chance. Besides, you'll need money to hire a lawyer.
Oh no! Then how am I supposed to live? I don't even have a place to live.
Why don't you give it your best shot?
What?
You said it earlier. If you really work hard, you can pay back your debts.
That's true, but since I have to find a job from now on, I don't think if I can get it right away. So for the time being, can you take care of me at your house?
I refuse. I won't allow you to stay in my house even for a moment. Who would let in someone who abandoned her parents?
Don't say that. You're my only sister and you're abandoning me.
Stop blabbering nonsense. When Mom and I were in trouble, you didn't help us at all. Instead of helping us, you ignored us.
Well, I didn't mean to do that.
Shut up and listen to me. You don't even understand the pain in people's hearts. That's why you should suffer to the bitter end. Then, you'll have some idea of how Mom felt. You'll understand a little.
Hold on a sec. I can't believe you just said that to me. You've crossed the line. You're my sister, Evangeline. You need to listen to me. Just give me the money, okay?
I don't have a penny to give you. Even if I did, I'd much rather donate it to the underprivileged children of the world than give it to you. I'm sure that our mother would do the same thing.
No way. Stop kidding me. Well then, I'll take the inheritance away from you by force. I'm coming to your house now, so wait for me.
If you want to do it, go ahead. But if you dare to take one more step into my house, I will turn you in to the police for trespassing. If that happens, you'll be imprisoned for up to 3 years or fined up to more than $1,000.
Are you threatening me? Do you think you can do that?
Isn't it obvious? Not only me, but also our parents. Even our aunts and uncles are thinking the same thing.
Wait a minute. If you do that, I'll really have no place to live.
You're already homeless, aren't you?
I know. So please, help me. You're my sister, right?
I can't, because you didn't help me when I was in trouble. Why should I help you now?
Well then, can you lend me some money? I'll pay you back when I find a place to live and start working. Please, Evangeline.
I can't do that either. I don't trust you. Why don't you first give shape to your intentions before you ask someone? I can't lend money to an irresponsible like you, so stop nagging me.
Then what should I do?
Well, you can't even ask your relatives for help. To put it bluntly, our relatives were so disgusted that they said they'd cut ties with you.
That's terrible.
You deserve that. Think about it before you say it out loud. You're going to live alone from now on.
I don't want that. Please, help me. You're going to get a big inheritance, right?
You can just lend me some money. Maybe, but I can't spend our mother's inheritance on you. I just can't do that. You know that, don't you? Oh dear. Please, forgive me, Evangeline. I'll apologize as much as you want. I'm sorry. I don't need your lame apology, Vanessa. What? I'm cutting ties with you from now on. Don't say that. After this conversation is over, I'll change my number and I'm blocking you. Well then, good luck on living on your own. Wait a minute! In the end, my sister never came to my house. She may be wandering around in disappointment. I immediately changed my number and blocked her. I also cut off all means of communication. A few months passed and suddenly I received a letter from my sister. Since then, she has been moving from house to house with a man she met at the red light district. She still doesn't have a decent job. I was surprised to hear that she was surviving on the pocket money she received from men. But what surprised me even more was that she was in financial trouble and had borrowed money from dangerous places. She's now being chased by her creditors. Looks like she isn't trying her best at all. I have no doubt that I will never be able to give any of my inheritance to my sister. Sophia, have you finished work? Yes, I just got off the train and I'm on my way home.
I see. Okay. Sophia, you told me my son is going on a business trip, right? When does it start?
It starts today.
Oh, okay. How long will it be?
He will stay 4 nights there, so almost a week. He has to attend in-site work. Sounds like he's busy.
Seems really hard. By the way, Sophia, what's for dinner tonight?
I'm alone today, so I'm thinking to use leftovers. I might make pasta from leftovers.
No dinner for me?
Sorry? I thought you have dinner party with friends tonight. I was just thinking about my dinner.
What? You're a wife, but you didn't even prepare a meal for your mother-in-law?
Because you told me you don't need dinner tonight. So that is why I didn't think about your dinner.
Excuse me. What are you doing? You're neglecting your duty as a wife. You don't want me to eat dinner?
I didn't intentionally neglect you. You told me you don't need dinner.
As soon as my son went on a business trip, you do this to me. Are you bullying me?
I'm not.
Then prepare my dinner right now. I'm almost at the nearest station.
Oh, but I was thinking to make dinner with leftovers. I didn't even go shopping.
Don't make excuses. It's your duty to cook dinner for the family, right? If you haven't neglected your duty, make dinner now. Do you understand? If it is not done by the time I get home, I won't forgive you.
Yes, I understand. I'll try to make dinner with what I have in the fridge.
You don't have to say anything. You have so many excuses every time.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Sophia, wake up. Sophia, until what time are you sleeping? Wake up now.
Oh, Isabella. I'm sorry I was asleep and didn't notice your call. What happened? It's still early morning. Are you feeling sick?
That was a disgusting meal last night.
What?
As soon as my son left, I can't believe you made me eat that disgusting food.
I ate the same thing and it wasn't bad. You ate your dinner last night.
I had to eat what was put in front of me. I've been taught not to waste food.
What?
Anyway, I thought...
What?
Since you married my son, I haven't educated you well.
Excuse me? Isabella, you called me early in the morning to tell me this?
What's with that tone? You're a cocky wife. I guess you need to be educated. Now get breakfast ready, Laundry done and cleaning all done.
What? It's 4 in the morning.
I know. Get it all done before I wake up.
Huh?
You have work, right? If you have to get ready for work, you need to get up early. You cannot make it on time if you don't.
Well, yes.
Then get up and get to it right away. You'll be doing it every day for the next week.
Oh no. It's not good for work.
Work? You are Matt's wife, right? Which is more important, your job or your duties as a wife?
I can't compare such things.
Anyway, until my son comes home, I've decided that I'm going to educate you. Well, I'm going to take a nap now. If you haven't finished everything, you need to leave this house. Hang in there.
Isabella, just now I received a list of things to do.
It's not a list of things to do. It's a shopping list. I need you to get them for me on your way home from work.
Pasta, olive oil, beef stock, sugar, detergent, fabric softener, shampoo, conditioner. All heavy stuff. I'm walking home today, so it's tough to carry them by myself. I've checked my stock. I think I have enough at home. I'll drive to the store on my day off to buy those.
I told you to buy them today. Why do you keep making excuses every time?
You really need all of them today, do you?
Are you trying to talk back to me? You really are impertinent. I am worried about running out of stock.
But I'm the one who has to do the housework with those ingredients. You have nothing to worry about.
I'm the one who told you to buy them for me. Just shut up and come home. That's your duty too. And what was that thing this morning?
What was what?
Breakfast was bad, same as yesterday. And the laundry is hanging out all wrinkled. Oh, and my clothes have sauce stains. And there is still dust all over the room.
Oh, I see. I did it in a hurry because I was running late.
You are making excuses again. This is not good education. You have to do it again when you get back.
Oh no.
And please do the shopping. We have to prepare dinner too. Come home as soon as you're done with work. Oh, I forgot to ask you to clean the bathroom. Of course you didn't clean it, did you?
Yes, I could not clean the bathtub.
I knew it. You're too lazy to do it. I want you to do it in the morning, beginning tomorrow. I want to take a bath before dinner.
Isabella, wait a minute. I can't finish all the housework in the morning. I have a job too. Besides, you promised to split the housework 50-50 when you moved in with us.
Are you making excuses again? That's why I need to educate you. Why can't you just shut up and listen to what I say?
Is this education?
Yes, it is.
Looks like I'm a servant here to make your life easy.
Wow, I'm so surprised. You're paranoid, aren't you? And so good at talking back.
I didn't mean to talk back to you.
Fine. I'll bully you while my son is on his business trip. Be careful with your behavior.
You are going to bully me? So this is bullying.
That's because you're cheeky. Anyway, you can get the things on the list on your way home. If you don't hurry, you'll have a lot of housework to do after you get home.
Hey, can you chat with me now?
What's up? I can call you. I am at site. I will finish early.
As soon as you left home for your business trip, Isabella started bullying me. She woke me up at 4 a.m.
Huh?
She wants me to finish all the housework before I go to work.
She promised that she will do half the housework, right?
That's what I said too. Isabella is so stubborn.
I'm so embarrassed by her behavior. She's an only daughter. She's been spoiled by her family. If people don't listen to her, she'd get into a bad mood. My father used to have a hard time with her.
Well, I guess I knew that. So I just went shopping. Pasta, olive oil, beef stock, sugar, detergent, fabric softener, shampoo, conditioner. I must buy them.
Sophia, you walk home, right?
Yeah. I told her I'd buy it on my day off, but she won't listen.
Sophia, I am sorry. I'll talk to my mother when I get back. Please, hold on a bit longer for me, will you?
Okay, I will. I'm sorry for complaining when you're busy too.
Sophia, I can't stand it anymore.
Isabella, what's the matter?
You haven't learned anything at all.
What?
No matter how much I try to educate you, you're not getting any better at housework.
No way. I'm trying my best.
Are you trying your best? I don't think you're trying your best. Breakfast still tastes bad. The laundry is always wrinkled. The dust in the room is still there, and the bathroom is still slimy. I can't take it anymore.
I apologize that I could not do what you wanted me to do. Would you please help me? You do not have work. You have plenty of time.
Wow! Who are you? You've never improved in your duties as a wife. You're not getting any better at your duties, but you're getting better at talking. If that's the way you think, please leave until my son comes back home.
Why? That's outrageous.
Shut up! We don't need a bad wife. I feel sorry for my son that you are like that. He's working so hard, even going on business trips. I want you out of the house today.
Oh no. You want me to leave without seeing my husband?
Of course. My son will be better off without a bad wife. I'm sure my son will be happy too. Sophia, are you almost home?
Yes. I'm getting off the train now.
Yes, just in time. I made it just in time.
What's that?
I packed all your stuff.
What?
So you can leave right away. I'm so thoughtful, right? Packing up everything for the useless wife? I am so kind. You should be thanking me for saving you the trouble.
Are you serious, Isabella? Isn't that too unreasonable? You treat me like a slave and then you kick me out of the house while your son is gone?
It cannot be helped, because you've never learned anything. We don't need a useless wife like that in our house. I want you to get out of here before my son gets home.
That's too much.
Oh yeah? You know that accessory case in the bedroom? I threw it away because the contents were in the way.
What?
Don't worry. I packed the accessories case in a cardboard box.
Oh, Isabella, what did you do? There are very important accessories inside the case.
Oh, really? They were all dirty. I threw them away for you. There was one ring in there, wasn't it?
It's my husband's wedding ring. You didn't throw that ring away, did you?
I'm holding it in my hand right now.
That's good.
But you don't need this anymore.
What do you mean?
Because you're leaving this house now, this means you are cutting ties with my son.
I have no intention of doing that.
Even if you don't intend to, that is what it means.
That's a precious ring I chose with my husband. Please, don't throw it away.
Oh, what's that?
What's wrong?
Well, I'm upstairs in your bedroom. When I opened the window, the ring flew away.
What? Isabella, that's my precious ring. That's terrible.
Because it slipped out of my hand, I can't help it. Besides, you don't need it. I want you to be grateful that I threw it away.
I will not forgive you forever.
Please do not say such horrible things. Anyway, you are useless and this is what happens. If you really need it, you can go out and look for it yourself.
It's already dark outside.
I'm home. Mom, what are you doing to my wife? Huh? I thought you were on a business trip. I was, but I finished earlier than I planned. Oh, really? So, what did you do to my wife? I didn't do anything. I was just waiting for her to get home from work. Really? I just found my wife's wedding ring on the street. Why is my wife's wedding ring on the road? What? Why is my wife's wedding ring on the side of the road when she's not there? I don't know. Maybe she dropped it out of the window while sleepwalking? Of course not. Mom, tell me the truth. What did you do to my wife? What did I do? I just cleaned up the bedroom and tidied up for you. I thought you'd be too busy with work to clean every nook and cranny. I appreciate that, but why is this wedding ring out on the street? So, didn't she drop that? I told you I don't know, right? And what's with the pile of cardboard boxes at the front door? Her clothes were all over the place, so I put them together in a cardboard box for her. I'm surprised she bought that many clothes. Mom, stop playing dumb. You treated my wife like a servant while I was away, didn't you? I didn't do that. I was just trying to educate her. You know, these days she was so busy with work, she could not do the housework. I was just trying to make her proud of herself while you were gone. That's none of your business. My wife has done all the housework without a single complaint, no matter how busy she's been, right? Honestly, she's much faster and more attentive than you. How dare you talk to your mother? That's rude. What's with the wife education? Are you stupid? Where are you? Stop hiding and come out. Because you're mad at me. I don't want to show myself. Duh, of course. You've been picking on my wife all this time. Maybe things went your way at your parents' house, but this isn't your parents' house. Things don't always go your way. And you're picking on my wife? That's disgusting. I'm not picking on your wife. I wanted her to be a useful wife. She's much better at housework than you are. So, you were trying to get my wife out while I was gone? No, she said, I cannot take it anymore and I am leaving. So I helped her pack. That's enough. I know everything. You did so many things to my wife since I left. You've been sneaking around and picking on her. I didn't mean to bully. Huh? You even threw away our wedding ring. How dare you? You treated my wife like a servant. I can't forgive you for trying to kick my wife out. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't mean to do that. Then what did you mean to do? I was lonely. Your father passed away and my son married. There's no one to take care of me. That's why you moved in with us. I knew how lonely you were. My wife said she didn't want you to be lonely. She agreed for you to live with us, and yet you hurt her. I didn't mean to. I didn't want her to take you away from me. I'm already married. I can't be your son forever. I'm sick of it. We've decided to move out from this house. Oh no, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Please. Hey, Sophia. What is going on? How could my son know about my daily life with you? Answer me.
Oh, Isabella. That's because we are a married couple. We report to each other every day about what happened that day.
Even when he is on a business trip?
Of course. We have smartphones now, you know. If we can't call each other on the phone, we can contact each other on chat. You also communicate with me on chat like this, don't you?
Oh no, you made my son angry at me, didn't you?
That can't be helped, can it? From my point of view, you did terrible things to me. You have no idea how hard it was for me.
My son told me he wants to leave this house. Please, convince him.
I told you I'm not leaving my husband. You told me to leave, and it's good timing. I'll leave the house with my husband tomorrow. You packed my stuff, so that makes things easier. Thank you.
Hey, what are you talking about? You're my family, right? Do your duty. Convince my son.
I was a useless wife, wasn't I? That's why the house doesn't need me, right?
It just came out of my mouth.
Is that so? Do you know how much I was hurt by your words? Please learn that words can hurt people.
Yes, it was my fault. So please convince my son.
I am not able to do that. My husband and I have been talking about it for the past few days, and we've made a decision. Besides, my husband said he can't stand your selfishness.
How dare you talk to me like that? You're ungrateful, Sophia.
Say whatever you like. No matter what you say, no matter how much you beg us, I don't think we will ever go back to that house. That's how angry my husband is. I just got a message from him.
What? What did you say?
A wedding ring was thrown away on the road next to the house. He said you probably did it.
So, it fell out the window.
Don't be silly. How could the ring fall out the window? I put it in my accessory case. You took it out without permission and dropped it on purpose, didn't you?
Because I thought that if I threw away the wedding ring, you would give up and leave.
That's what you're saying.
That's not what I meant. Because I thought you would listen to me.
No more excuses.
Really?
You have been making excuses all day. When you make an excuse, it won't erase the fact that you did it. You treated me like a servant. The fact that you threw away my wedding ring.
I'm so sorry. It's all my fault. Sophia, please forgive me.
Isabella, it's too late. I've endured your snoring ever since I got married with Matt. But I've reached my limit. My husband seems to feel the same way.
No, don't say that. I'll reflect on it. I'll change from now on, so please forgive me.
I can't.
You're almost home, aren't you? You got off the train and you're on your way to my house, right? Please, come back straight home. I'm begging you.
That's what I was going to do. My husband is furious and he doesn't want to see you. I'm on my way to the station again.
What do you mean?
I think we'll stay at the business hotel today. Just the two of us. I'll come back tomorrow to pick up my stuff. So please, hold it for me for one day.
Don't say that. Don't leave me. Please, tell my son.
I told him, but he's not going to change his mind. Well then, good night, Isabella. Left alone, Isabella is now living a lonely life. According to a neighbor, she sits like a doll in the house. The lively Isabella she used to be is gone. Her hair has turned gray and she looks like a different person. Loneliness can change a person so much. I feel sorry for her, but she has to endure it because it's her own fault. We stayed at my parents' house for a while. We have found a new house. We are living together as a married couple for the first time since we got married. There is no stress and we are getting along much better. We hope to enjoy life for a long time to come.
Heather, a coworker invited me out for a drink. Can I go?
What? You're in charge to cook dinner tonight.
I know, but he invited me, so I need to go.
You always run away like that. We promised when we got married that we'd share the housework. but you haven't kept your promise.
Heather, don't be so cold. Just let me go, please.
I guess I can't say no to you whenever you say that.
That's what's so cute about you.
I know that you're going to make up reasons again. I don't have a choice. I'm going to go buy some lunch and pack up tomorrow's work in advance.
That's my wife. Thanks.
Jasper, are you okay?
I'm sorry. I'm home now.
Hey, what were you doing up until this morning?
Well, my coworker and I drank a lot, and I got so drunk. I missed the last train. I was going to call you, but it was the middle of the night.
So you rode the first train home?
Yeah,
You're not a child, you know. You need to take better care of yourself. You're going to work today, right?
sorry. You sound just like my mom.
This is no time to joke.
I'm sorry.
Besides, I'm working as hard as I can, so I need a little more help around the house.
I know. I will give up my weekend off to do housework.
Make sure you keep that promise, okay?
Anyway, sorry to trouble you again, but I'm supposed to have a drinking party with my colleagues from my department next week. My boss is very excited about it, so I think I can't refuse.
Not again. You really should control yourself better. It can't be helped if it's the department's drinking party.
You're right. Sorry.
Never mind. I'm just getting caught up on work too, so I'll go get it done.
You better take care of yourself too, Heather. If you stop working, we won't be able to make ends meet.
What are you talking about? Anyway, I'm going out for work.
Okay, off you go. Heather, I just got home. Sorry I couldn't see you off to work.
You didn't even call me. Give me a break, Jasper. How much have you been drinking?
I'm really sorry. I was supposed to go straight home yesterday.
Stop lying.
I'm not lying. I was getting ready to go straight home. Unfortunately, my colleague got me. I tried to say no, but...
Why didn't you say no? You should have said that your wife is working overtime, so you need to go back home soon to your colleague. I can't believe you weren't even capable to do that.
Even if you said that, I can't refuse. For men, socializing is part of their job. This is different from women who mostly take care of house chores.
Please don't be so overbearing. I told you when we got married, right? I need you to help me with the housework. You agreed to that, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Because we can't live in this apartment with just my earnings. That's why I don't want you to stop working.
Then why don't you keep your promise? If you're doing whatever you want, there's no way I can concentrate in doing my job. Look at the state of our house.
I'm sorry. I promise I won't be drinking for a while from now on.
Are you sure I can trust you this time?
Yes, you have my word. I may have to work a little overtime anyway, but I'll do my best to get home as soon as possible.
You don't have to force yourself if you can't. Anyway, don't ever let me see you go home in the morning after a night of drinking. Promise me.
I understand. I'll definitely go home early today and finish the house chores. Alice!
Alice?
We had a great night last night.
What?
What's wrong? Are you embarrassed?
Embarrassed?
You were so passionate last night, Alice. Too bad I couldn't stay for the night.
Huh?
Your glamorous body is so hot. I'm already falling for you. I don't want to go home.
Really?
I couldn't get you out of my head all day today.
I see.
Yeah, my wife is nothing compared to you. I'm going to stay over after I finish work today.
You're staying over?
Yeah? Is that a bad idea?
No, because that would be bad for your wife.
No, it's not. I told you, didn't I? You were more attractive than her. I'd be more than happy to go to bed with you.
I understand. But I feel sorry for your wife because she doesn't know anything about us.
You don't have to worry about that. I want to be with you.
Having a married man staying overnight is risky for me, you know.
That's okay. I won't put you in trouble.
Are you sure about that? Then why don't you divorce your wife?
Huh?
You can come over after you divorce her.
Okay, I'll get a divorce.
Really?
Trust me, because she's such a nag. I feel like I'm suffocating when I'm with her.
Are you afraid of your wife?
She's not scary, but she just feels like she has to be in charge of everything. As a man, that's a real menace to my reputation.
But isn't your wife doing everything she can for you? You shouldn't talk like that.
It's okay, because, she's not even attractive as a woman these days. She's too occupied with her work.
What do you mean? But you care about your wife, right?
It's complicated. My wife has a high income.
What?
I figured out that if I stop working, she'd be able to provide for me. But if you promise that you'll marry me, I'll definitely divorce my wife.
Okay, I got it.
I'll see you at night. Please wait for me in your sexy underwear. Heather, about today, I'm going to be invited to the boss's house.
What? Your boss's house?
Yeah, when we went out for a drink as a department last time, somehow I ended up sitting next to him. As we were talking, we got on the subject of family.
Yeah? And then what happened?
And suddenly he got all excited. He said that he's going to give me a lecture on how to be a good husband.
What kind of a lecture is that? Something like how to take off your underwear?
Huh? What are you talking about all of a sudden?
Isn't that what guys talk about?
How am I supposed to talk about that with my boss? He's got a wife at home too.
I don't know. Maybe he wants to talk about that.
He insisted that I stay overnight.
Yeah, I knew it.
Heather, don't be silly.
But you have work tomorrow, right?
So we're all going to the company from the boss's house. It's funny, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
What's wrong? You don't seem fine.
No, it's nothing. Then I guess you need to get a change of clothes.
I guess so, but I can do that on my own.
What time are you scheduled to finish work today?
Why?
No particular reason. I was just wondering if you're busy at work right now.
No, I'm relatively free this time of year. I think I'll be able to go home on time. Maybe that's why the boss invited me.
Well, seems like you have a very caring boss. I don't care if you're single, but I can't believe he invited you, a married man, to stay overnight at his house.
I don't think I understand what you're trying to say.
It's a weekday and your boss has kids, right? Wouldn't that be a nuisance?
Maybe, yes. But since the boss said so, how could I refuse?
I see. Can we meet tomorrow?
Of course. I'll come home tomorrow after work and do the housework.
Why are you start talking about housework?
What?
Never mind. I just wish you had said so earlier.
Sorry about that. I'm going to change my attitude from now on.
Hey Jasper, where are you? I wonder if you've arrived at your boss's house? Answer me, Jasper.
What's the matter? I'm having dinner with the boss and other managers right now, so don't text me.
I see.
I might not be able to respond for a while.
Oh, by the way, didn't someone knock on your front door just now?
What?
Did you hear the sound?
Huh? How do you know about that? You're scaring me.
Because I'm the one who knocked? You're not at the boss's house. You're at Alice's house.
No way! How did you find out?
Because you called Alice this morning, didn't you? You said that you're going to stay over after work today.
Who told you that?
You sent your message to the wrong address.
What do you mean?
I mean, you sent the message to me instead of Alice.
Oh no.
What a passionate message. You didn't notice about that?
No, But how did you know about this place?
I asked the investigation agency to look into it. You've been coming home in the mornings, so I had a bad feeling about that. Then the evidence came out.
You're investigating people's affairs without permission? That's an invasion of privacy.
How dare you say that? You're cheating on me. I can see you and Alice going in and out of there. I've got a perfect picture of you both. It'll be solid evidence in the event of a divorce.
Divorce? Who said anything about divorce? I'm not getting a divorce.
You were the one who said that. Did you forget?
Did I say that?
Yeah, you said you're getting a divorce in your message to Alice.
Well, I sent it to the wrong person.
Really? But Alice said that she wants you to divorce your wife.
That was you who pretended to be Alice.
But you agreed to her. You said that being together with me is suffocating you. Besides, you said that I'm ruining your reputation as a man. Also, you think that I'm not attractive as a woman.
You set me up, didn't you?
That's what you really want, isn't it? I have a high income. You decided to be together with me only because you want me to provide everything for you when you lose your job.
I can't believe you deceived me.
It's too late for that. I have all of the talk history. I'll use it as evidence of your affair.
What? You keep saying about divorce, but I never signed the divorce papers. You can't file it with the authorities unless it's in my handwriting. You can't divorce me.
I've already delivered the divorce papers and all the evidence to your boss.
Huh? You? What the hell are you doing? What does my boss have to do with any of this? You're always doing unnecessary things.
Your boss must know about what you've done, because you said you were staying at his house. I called your company directly to report.
You called my company? Why would you do that?
I did what any wife would do.
What did my boss say?
He said he didn't make such a promise. I know he didn't. Well, you're at Alice's house anyway.
So what did you tell him?
I explained the details, and then your boss was so furious.
No kidding. What am I supposed to do then? I'm going to be kicked out of my current department.
But there was another reason why he was so furious.
What's that?
I found out from the investigation agency. It seems that Alice is in a relationship with your boss, too.
Seriously? What should I do from now on?
I heard that she's a receptionist at your company. Your boss seemed to like her very much, too. I heard that the rent for that apartment is paid by your boss.
No way.
That's the reason why your boss was so furious.
Wait a minute. Anyway, I'm going home. I'd be in so much trouble if I ran into my boss.
I don't think there's any point in going home.
No, it's better than staying here. Heather, you're not home yet? I just got back to that apartment. It's pitch black and I can't get the front door unlocked. Where are you now?
If I were you, I'd go home and have a cup of coffee, okay?
Huh? But our lights aren't on.
Oh, I moved out.
Huh? What the hell is going on? I don't get it.
I put our condo on the market. The contractor is going to take care of the remaining things tomorrow.
Hey, wait. Why are you doing this?
Because we're getting divorced and we don't need the condo anymore.
Huh? I live in this house too. Don't sell it without my permission. I won't allow it. If we get a divorce, I'll take half of the sale price as my share of the property.
Are you kidding me? Have you forgotten?
Forget what?
I bought that condo before we were married. I didn't move because you said you wanted to live there. Property division is based on the property we bought together after we got married. So, the condo is not part of the property.
No kidding. Then where am I supposed to go? Where am I supposed to live from tomorrow?
I don't know. I guess you'll have to decide that on your own.
No way. That's too much. What did I do wrong?
Didn't you just get back from the scene of the affair? Besides, you never keep the promises you made when we got married. You've been spending our joint savings without my permission.
Heather, please let me explain.
Don't play dumb with me. We were supposed to use that money when we have our child. We opened a joint account to save $100 every month for that. I never withdraw it, so I just left it as it is. But when I checked the bank book the other day, I was surprised. There's only $20 left.
Oh, really?
Anyway, you used it to fund your seduction of Alice, didn't you? As far as I can tell from the pictures, she was wearing all kinds of luxury brand stuff.
They're not that expensive.
Do you think I'm stupid?
No, I'm not.
I know how much luxury brands cost when I see one, so stop lying to me.
Heather, please. Don't be so angry. Most men usually have an affair or two.
Don't be silly. Do you have any idea how hard I work to support you? You don't even put any of your own money into the house because you spend it all. You even used up our joint savings.
You have a higher income than me, so it can't be helped.
You only think about yourself. If you feel sorry for me, you could have taken the initiative to do housework, or even got a second job if you wanted. Instead of doing that, you just spend like crazy. Cheating is out of question.
I'm sorry. That was definitely my fault. Please forgive me. From now on, I promise I'll be the guy that you want me to be. So please forgive me just this once.
I can't do it anymore. To be honest, I was so upset when I saw your message to Alice. I was about to throw up in disgust. I can't spend the rest of my life with someone as disgusting as you.
No way. I only have you to rely on. Don't give up on me, please.
Please feel free to find someone else who can help you, because I'm not in the mood for that anymore. Besides, I've already moved to my new condo. I'm enjoying my single life here comfortably. I make enough money to live on my own, so I don't have to worry about living without you.
Are you serious?
Of course I'm serious. I sent your stuff to the company. Tomorrow you'll get the new shipping instructions along with the divorce papers.
Wait a minute. Why would you even send my stuff to the company? People will find out, won't they? You should have thought about my situation.
People at your company were aware of it. That's what the guy from the investigation agency said. Also, everyone seems to know that you're the boss's favorite.
Huh? That's not good.
I know. I'm sure he was just watching from the sidelines. You should look forward to tomorrow.
Oh, I'm done.
That's not true. Your boss said he'd think degrading instead of firing you. I guess he didn't want to keep you around Alice. But you can work hard again at your new place. This time, you should live a life of integrity. I'll be rooting for you.
I'm falling apart. Heather, please, help me.
I can't. I sold my condo and moved into a new house. I even gave the divorce papers to your boss.
Oh no. Are you really abandoning me?
Stop fooling around, Jasper. You're the one who said we're getting a divorce. I just agreed to that.
Don't be so mean.
I've had a rough day and I'm very tired. I moved out in one day after all. Thank God the moving contractors were very cooperative. Anyway, I'm going to get some rest in my new room. You'd better get a good night's sleep for tomorrow too.
Where am I supposed to sleep if I don't have a room? Hey, answer me, Heather.
The next day, Jasper was sarcastically told by his boss that he'll be degraded. I was surprised at the speed at which his boss was able to get things done. At that time, he submitted the divorce papers to the municipal office, and our divorce was finalized without incident. After that, rumors about Jasper sleeping with his boss's mistress had spread at the new place he was transferred to. He is now working uncomfortably, since people around him always look at him with a smirk of curiosity on their faces. He wants to quit his job, but he can't because he has to pay the alimony. He deserves it anyway. To be honest, I have big doubt about his boss who has a mistress, but as an outsider, I have decided not to bother about that. I'm sure that in time, damnation will fall on him. I'm now enjoying my single life with a clear mind. I didn't feel that way when I lived together with Jasper. I have a bit of mixed feelings when I think about how stressed I was about my ex-husband.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and leave us a comment down below. It means a lot to us. See you next time!